Hi, it's Ellen McCauley. I'm at Pray It Off in Syracuse, New York. We're talking about stress. And now we're going to talk about stress eating a little bit more in detail. When we are stressed and we have a whole pint of Ben & Jerry's cherry nougat, does it change our job in any way? Did anyone ever say, oh, you ate that whole pint of Ben & Jerry's, I'm giving you a raise? Does anyone ever say, what? You had that whole plate of brownies? Don't come into work tomorrow, I'm giving you the day off. You had a 6-pack of beer and stumbled up to bed, vacation for a week. When has overeating or over-drinking ever made anything better? Oh, temporarily it does. Because when you're crying, oh, I'm so fat. My life's so bad. Then the next day you're like, what? I gained 5 pounds. I'm so bad. It's like a vicious cycle. I cannot think of any time where overeating or over-drinking ever made my life better. And I challenge anyone, when we're not on the blog, to tell me, say, yeah, you know, Ellen, you're wrong. Because one time I ate so much I threw up and my life was 1,000,000% better. No, here's what it is. You might say, because then I learned never to do it again. But usually that isn't the segue. We create a pattern. I've told the story before. Pretty much, most of you have heard just about every story I have. But you're going to hear them again anyway. I started gaining a lot of weight at puberty. Just started happening. You know, went from a regular sized kid and boom, 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 boom. And 5th grade, you know, body changing, gaining weight. They started calling me Ellen Bellin, the watermelon. So I went home, Mom, they're calling me Ellen Bellin, the watermelon. Well, her name's Ellen too, and she had never heard that derivative of Ellen before. She's like, kids will make up stuff, you know. Then she's like, kids, sticks and stones will break your bones. Let's have a bowl of ice cream. So we sat there having a bowl of ice cream because kids were making fun of me because I was fat. You don't think that's learned behavior? You don't think there's a nature-nurture component to all of us? When life is tough, ice cream always makes it better. Don't we think that? Don't we think, are you having a fight with your wife? Well, I'll show them. I'm going to drink myself silly. And they're not. They don't listen. If food is love, then you choose comfort eating every time. It's just what we do. You can create a thing of deprivation so easy. Poor me. I try so hard. I work so hard. No one knows how hard I try. People are mean to me. I'm just going to eat whatever I want. I hate Pray It Off. I hate Ellen. I hate the whole thing. I hate Holy Family. I hate. Give me some ice cream. You can just do with it. Negative emotions aren't bad. You know, when you're saying, you know, Lord, I'm a little impatient. I'm feeling a little stressed because I want to learn everything about the new job. I want to be an expert. It feels a little weird not to know everything. Lord, I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to ask you to help me with that patience. Help me to just grow and learn and be patient with myself. That's what God wants us to do. He wants us to reach out in those moments where we're doubting ourselves or stressful. He doesn't, you know, he's not in the candy bar. He's not in the chips. He's in that prayer. So negative emotions aren't bad. Lord, I'm worried because I'm worried about the health of a friend, and I'm going to put their needs at the foot of the cross, and I'm going to ask you to look out for them. Does your friend ever get better? Do they ever call you up and say, Ellen, you had that bag of Lay's and onion dip last night, and I'm cured. I don't have any more chemotherapy. I'm cured. Never. We cannot make it better. We need to say, and also sometimes what worked before. None of us are kids. There's a couple younger people in here. But sometimes even what you did in session 14 might not work for you in session 15. We need to constantly change. Deprivation will work. If you have 3 yogurts a day for 7 days, you will lose weight. You will come in here and weight will be off. And you'll be like, yay, I lost 6 pounds. Too much deprivation leads to a halt in weight gain. And over time, your body's used to that deprivation, and you just zig a little bit, and you'll start gaining weight. We want to get to the root causes of why we overeat, the root causes of why we're stressed. Offer them to God so that we aren't always thinking the comfort foods will make it better. I'm sick of fighting with myself over the donuts. I'm sick of fighting with myself over the weight. I'm like what Mark said. I wake up in the morning, I go, I'm breathing. I'm alive. Thank you, God. I'm alive. If we look at that mindful awareness of experience, every person I meet now, because I'm meeting so many new people, I'm thinking, there's somebody new I didn't know before. How exciting is that? There's a new adventure. How great is that? Instead of saying, oh, I'm stressed. What if they don't like me? What if this? What if that? You just experience it. Stress eating is not the problem. It's our learned reaction to some of the issues in our life. I had a learned reaction when things got tough or when I felt sorry for myself to eat food. Anyone else learn that? Things are tough. Give me some food. Give it to me now. Give me. I need. Stress eating isn't the problem, it's whatever is driving you to turn to a drug like food in the first place. Now, many of us who turn to food a lot have a little bit of an addiction personality. If I had to raise your hand, I was addicted to smoking, I was addicted to drinking, I was addicted to eating. Now I'm trying to be addicted to Jesus, addicted to pray it off. I'm trying to find those same passion. I am addicted to pray it off. Bob and I are addicted to this group. When there's not a night, we're like, whoa, it feels so weird not to be a pray it off on Christmas Day. It's weird. We're supposed to be a pray it off. And then so often, a lot of my overeating and stress came from, what if this happens in life? What if I get in an accident on my first day? What if? How do you accept what you don't want to accept without numbing out the feelings or simply distracting yourself with food and then obsessing over why you are gaining weight? Now listen to this. This is important. Imagine being able to accept any feeling that comes along. Imagine not scaring yourself with your own thoughts so much that you go run into the refrigerator to ease the pain, or at least not to have to think about it for a few moments. Is that the way we want to live our lives? So afraid of our own reaction to things or what'll happen. If all of us lost our jobs tomorrow, those of us who are working out the outside of the house, do you think we're going to die? Do you think if we went to work tomorrow and they said, last day, sorry, Ellen, it didn't work out. Now I might go, I might cry over it, but would I die? Would there be other would my husband step up? Would I get another job? Sometimes we have to look at what we're so afraid of and then think, well, what if that happened? I would survive. Now, listen to this. This is so important. Imagine accepting and loving your life as it is, instead of constantly searching and pining for what you think it should have been. When you live in the present, there is no stress. Therefore, there's no stress eating. Food doesn't run your life, and your life doesn't get organized around food and weight issues. Wow. Accepting and loving your life as it is. That sounds so great. It sounds so wonderful. And then I added some more things there. 5 steps to managing your stress eating triggers. If you go to Destiny Mall, the first thing you're going to do is smell Cindy's Cinnabons. Because, don't they still have that there?
Not us, I saw.
Oh, look at the people who've been there kind of know. Some of us have no idea. But anyone who might have remembered that smell, didn't it? It was like, or even sometimes when you're driving by fast food, you smell it and it smells good for a second. You smell pizza out there, right? Sometimes we need to get away from our stress triggers. If we're triggered to eat pizza on Friday night because the family always had pizza on Friday night, then you change it to maybe a salad bar. Now they constantly talk about writing things down. I think the log is something you're already ingrained to write on. I don't care if whatever you do. You want to write feeling hungry, feeling stressed, feeling this, or Ellen, can you kick up some extra prayers for me? I don't care what you write on your log, use it. It's your tool. Be curious. If you just stop for a minute, why do I want to eat this donut? Am I hungry? No. Does it look good? Yeah, it looks good. Is there a lot of calories in it? Yeah. Do I have to weigh in Thursday night? Yeah. Do I want to go and gain weight? No. You have a conversation. You think about it. You walk away from the donut. And then you say, you know what? I am going to have a donut when I hit my 10 pounds. When I get 10, you delay your gratification. Also, do something to intervene. My big one is the Hail Mary. Whenever I'm feeling stressed out, some people, they tap, I think that's annoying, or some people click their pens, I find that annoying. But if they're silently saying the Hail Mary to themselves, I don't find that annoying at all. I'm kidding, but just do something that gets your mind off the stress. Also, addiction is a response to resisting life's natural course. Is it a natural course for people to die? And yet, it's one of the most stressful things we go through. Is it a natural course for your children to grow up and move away? Though our children are ours to borrow, and yet it's stressful. We miss them. It's much easier to focus on trying to control a voracious appetite than to control the twists and turns of a life you didn't expect, or to feel the emptiness or the terror and helplessness of the bad things that could potentially happen. You know what I wrote by that? Whoa! Because that's the way I was living my life. What if this happens? Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous, I'm so stressed. One addiction, I said, is interchangeable with the next. Find something that's good to be addicted to. If we think we will never change, what is the outcome of that? We never will. We have to embrace it, live in the present, take our love. And I'm going to stop right there, Bob.